Hello guys, how are you all? Hope you are doing well. If you have not subscribed Omega Pi IIT JN Gate, please subscribe it and share with your friend and hit the bell icon to get the notification of the video. In this series, we are going to solve previous year gate question from of chapter Signal and System from 1992 to 2000. In the previous video, we have discussed up to question number 17. Now in this video, we are going to discuss question number 18. This question came in 2016 asked by IISc Bangalore. This is a very easy question. What we have to find, basically we have to solve for this integration. Basically, if you have not revised the formula related to direct function or direct impulse function, please revise the formula and try to solve by yourself and then refer this video, because here is direct impulse function. Therefore we are going to use the property of integration related to direct impulse function. Understood? Let me solve this question. We can write this integration will be minus infinite to infinite e raised to power minus t. We can write del t. We can take 2 common here, from it will become t minus 1. Understood this part? And now in this part, and now let me highlight, and in this part we are going to use one property which is known as time scaling property. What is time scaling property? Let me revise. Time scaling property, we know del of at can be written as 1 upon magnitude of a del t. Understood? This is known as time scaling property. This all of you have studied in property of direct impulse function. Understood? Here we can write del of 2 into t minus 1 can be written as, here we can say a is 1, a is 2, and our t can be written as t minus 1. Here our answer will become 1 upon mod of 2. In place of t we can replace is t minus 1. Understood this part? This is our time scaling property. Our integration will become minus infinite to infinite e raised to power minus t, in place of del of 2t minus 1 we can write it 1 upon mod of 2 into del of t minus 1 dt. Understood this part? We have just put the value of del of 2 into t minus 1. All of you have understood? We can take 1 upon 2 out of the integration because it is constant. Our integration will become minus infinite to infinite e raised to minus t into del of t minus 1 dt. Understood this part, all of you? We have just further simplified. Now we are going to use one most important property, which is integration from minus infinite to infinite x of t into del of t minus t1 dt, which is equals to x of t. In place of t we can substitute t1. In place of t we are going to substitute t1. Our final answer will become x of t1. This is very important property related to a direct impulse function. This is two property which we have used in this question to solve. Understood? We can write here we can compare. Our integration is minus infinite to infinite x of t will be e raised to power minus t del of t minus 1. Here we can compare, we can say our x of t is e raised to power minus t. Understood this part? And t1 value is 1. We can substitute in place of t1. Our answer will become, in place of t we are going to substitute 1. Our final answer will become 1. We can say 1 upon 2 minus infinity to infinity e raised to power minus t into del of t minus 1 dt can be written as e raised to power minus 1. E raised to power minus 1. Understood? From e raised to power minus 1, from where did this come? This is come from here. We have used one very important property. Our final answer will become 1 upon 2 raised to power e. Let me highlight this answer. Our final answer is 1 upon 2 raised to power minus e. Understood this part? Let me check which option is matching with which. Let me check which option is the correct from the given option. I think a option is the correct because it matches with our given answer. Our final answer will be 1 upon 2 e. 1 upon 2e. This is very easy question. And one thing you have to remember, you have to revise all the formula related to direct impulse function, because this is very important topic, because this similar type of question came in 1992. If you have not watched my first video of signal and system, please watch it, because this is very similar type of question which I have discussed in this video. This is similar to my previous video. Please watch it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. I will end this lecture here.